Sarah Jones, former captain of the Cincinnati Bengals cheerleading squad, pled not guilty to charges of sex abuse. Jones is a former high school English teacher who was accused of having sex with a 16-year-old student.
Gorgeous NFL cheerleader, high school teacher, apparently teaching a lot more than reading, writing, and arithmetic.
My statement, which was, why are all teachers freaks in the sack? Which is my broad opinion.
Tonight, a bizarre twist in the NFL cheerleader turned teacher sex scandal. Sarah Jones, a glamorous Cincinnati Bengals cheerleader, accused of sleeping with her 16-year-old English student, and now in a desperate bid to get in touch with her alleged teenage victim, she's apparently willing to fork over 50 grand. Sarah charged with first-degree sexual abuse, and her mom accused of trying to cover up the alleged affair. Last week, Sarah and her mom pleaded not guilty. They were released on 15 grand each on the condition they stay away from that teenage boy.
Your Honor, it would be the Commonwealth's request that a condition of bond be no contact between the defendants and the victim or his family in this case.
The alleged victim's family is here supporting these defendants today, Your Honor.
You heard it right. The alleged student victim and his parents support Sarah. It looks like Sarah's willing to pay the big bucks to stay in contact with the boy. Her attorney wrote an email to the judge saying the victim's parents and the Joneses are close friends, and to impose a restriction on contact with the family is a hardship, not just on the defendants, but on the victim's parents themselves. Of course, this isn't the first sex scandal for the 26-year-old bombshell. 3 years ago, Sarah sued the website TheDirty.com for saying she slept with a slew of football players and even had STDs. And she was awarded $11 million, but the owner of the website is appealing her victory. So straight out to Nik Richie, founder of TheDirty.com. Well, you called her a name we don't want to repeat, claimed she had sex with football players, but she won that lawsuit. I know you're appealing. Is it possible that you're wrong and she's right and her life imploded because of that? And then the kids at school started thinking about her in sexual terms, and the next thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire, as they say.
Jade, I don't think, I had anything to do with it. It comes from her upbringing and the way her mother raised her, and this is the people that submit stuff to TheDirty.com. This isn't me saying this stuff. This is her peers, her friends, her family members. It's not me outing her and saying that she's overly promiscuous in the sack, pretty much.
Well, let's say this. Sarah was very outspoken 3 years ago when these allegations or stories about her were posted. Listen to her describe the accusation against her.
Somebody posted that I had 2 STDs given to me by a cheating boyfriend, and that I had sex with him in the classroom at my school. Clearly, obviously, knowing myself that it was false information, I was devastated.
Lisa Wells, radio host and attorney at 700 WLW. Well, would they really charge her unless they had text messages between her and the boy that were incriminating?
No. You know what? The Commonwealth of Kentucky is pretty conservative when it comes to indicting and what kind of charges. And when you look at this indictment, they are very conservatively charged. They can be proven without the cooperation or the consent of the victim, and so they have them. There's no doubt in my mind. And probably in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be able to see those. Her attorney gets off suspension on April 24th, and it wouldn't surprise me at all if he holds a huge press conference in regards to this.
Nik Richie, your thoughts on this? Is this a morality tale?
And no, it's funny because her attorney is kind of a fame seeker, the one that's suspended. He calls himself the Bulldog. So I know he's chomping at the bit to talk to the media.
He's dying. He absolutely cannot stand it.
Yeah, I'm just shocked at this whole thing, Jane, because obviously, the families must be close for them asking to pay $50,000 to actually speak to them.
If I hadn't missed that call,